Hi, and welcome to another segment of For Your Review, One on One. I'm your host, Scott Birmingham, and we're lucky to have two of the three founders of on Facebook. It's the United Filmmakers Association. We have Kip Baldwin, we have Alan Larson, and who's the missing person?
Vanessa Baldwin. Oh, no. Vanessa Oliver. She's going to get a kick out of that one. Yeah, right? Now you can tell we were talking about it on the way up here. Vanessa Oliver.
So we're sorry that she's not able to be here with us. You guys came up here from San Francisco area, at least, and the trip was good, I suppose. Let's talk a little bit about this whole movement that you guys started a matter of weeks ago, the United Filmmakers Association. Let's talk about where it is right now, and then let's rewind time a little bit and see how it all kind of got put together. Where is it at right now? Where is your membership stand as we speak right now?
We are about 4,050 members. Which is
quite a bit.
Did you know that? About 4,050. I think give or take two, like 4,052 or 4,048.
So if it was only if you guys were a Nelson rating right now, you
yeah,
guys would be pretty good.
It's not so bad. Yeah, it's really kind of taken a life of its own and grown much faster than we had anticipated.
Let's talk about that contrast. What were you hoping for? Did you have any high hopes? Where was the mentality when you sat down and said, let's put this on Facebook?
Oh, man. I know my intention was it was just going to be in the Bay Area. It was meant to increase production activity in the Bay Area, set up some systems in order to assist filmmakers to be successful there. And it's a pay-it-forward movement. So we had some knowledge to pass on, which was great. And that's how it was just going to start. We were hoping, gosh, what was our target? Our goal was like 1,000 or something by this point.
Initially, we weren't even expecting to have a website until September.
Yeah.
And we had a functioning website, that we could play around with by May, which give you an idea how quickly we're moving. Everyone, it's really great. You have a group of 4 people, because Nathan Trebs has just been invaluable. He's our webmaster. And when people come together around the right idea at the right time and they're all of the same level of motivation, it's amazing what can get accomplished.
That's good. That's a good talking point.
Thank you.
We can write that down. Are you recording this?
This is all going on. Let me ask you this. Now, when I decided to join on, one of my personal criteria is what kind of background do these guys have? Everybody and his brother wants to start something film-related. Talk about what you bring to the table as far as your background is concerned, because I think it has quite an appeal and a draw to a lot of people.
Wow. Okay. Actually, you can check out my bio on our website, www.unifilmmakers.com. That's a good one. All right. I started in the entertainment industry when I was a child, playing music. Moved through music into management, scouting models into then talent management. Was president of Prodigy Management in Los Angeles for 12 years in total. It was during that period of time I was repping actors that were working quite a bit, that a friend of mine came to me and asked me to look into production, that they thought I should be doing that. So I stepped in on a project that had stalled, and we took off with that thing, and it was a little film called The Attic Expeditions with Seth Green, Ted Raimi, Jeffrey Combs, Alice Cooper. It did really well. Got international distribution on our first film, which was pretty exciting. And so I did a series of films from that point onward, all in production and executive production, and casting involved in every element of the filmmaking process. Then moved, relocated back up here to the Bay Area anyway, about 2 years ago now, for a project with my wife and my child, and the biggest being raising my daughter, and found that it was just mired in it was like a quagmire. You couldn't get anything done, and nobody was sharing information. And that's, I guess, where it all kind of stemmed from. It's just that I wanted to go back to do what I love doing, which is making films, and it just wasn't possible the way it was before, in my opinion.
My background's a little bit similar to Alan's in the sense that I started in the music business. I moved to the Bay Area in 1985. The hair band era, I was looking for the 60s. I found little LA and a lot of hair. And I played around in bands, and then I got into band management, managing artists like Alex Skolnick and his band, which also had Michael Manring in it, who's a phenomenal, world-renowned bass player. Wrote for Bam Magazine for a while. Gradually moved into computer animation and on-air graphics, and worked with a company in San Jose called Metropolis Digital. And I started working with a company in San Francisco called Chaos, where I produced the 2000 election graphics for ABC National. Also worked with Will Vinton Studios, California Raisin fame, and still work with some animation companies, and gradually started to view filmmaking as all of the arts, craftsmen, everything that needs to go into making a film, and technology. It's a really unique art form in the sense that it can't be done by any one person. And the more I threw myself into the other aspects of filmmaking, the more I realized that there was a need for some sort of loose production group in the Bay Area to kind of bring all these disparate talents and abilities together into one place. And after trying with a couple other groups, I was fortunate enough to meet Alan and Nessa, and they asked me to help with this, and I've just been thrilled. It's been a just truly rewarding experience.
And how did you guys meet exactly? What were the...
It was another group, actually. There was another group in the Bay Area that we were checking out to see if it was right for us.
Right.
Wasn't at that time, but I'm very thankful to it because we were able to meet each other. And it was based on that and directions that I felt we needed to go in the Bay Area. Wrote a big, long diatribe about what was really necessary. And so we got together to see if we couldn't provide those things. And Nessa was really supportive. Vanessa was very supportive. And then Kip jumped on. That was a huge, big plus. I mean, the numbers that we enjoy now are because of him. He's our recruiter. He's been incredible at pushing that. He's also been really big on our expansion to the other countries and really working those relationships with our members in other continents. And now he's taking a group of his own up in Sacramento, the UFA. Sacramento's brand new, and he's going to be the lead administrator there, which is super exciting. It's really good for them.
So the background, the kind of a vast background that you both bring to the table, how do you avoid getting into the whole too many cooks in the kitchen scenario?
You know what? I think this is interesting, is that we don't have titles in the UFA. We have numbers that we like. I'm one of one. He's one of three. Vanessa's one of two.
Nathan's one of four. And so everybody who gets involved.
And Nicole, we can't forget Nicole.
One of five.
One of five, yeah.